Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I got some messages already here. We've got a new member. I want to thank you, Rick, for becoming a new member. I appreciate you tuning in. Always good to see people out there are thinking I'm doing a pretty good job and showing some pretty good content out there. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Rick Bravo. Jeremy, I'm on time for once. There we go, guys. We're getting it going here. Thanks for tuning in. Cletus, how's it going? Loving and miss you every day. You can be here already, living the good life instead of working for the man. Ray Haven. Hey, buddy, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you made it. Thanks for tuning in. Hondo, good morning. All my champions are coming in this morning. Good to see you guys. Always exciting on Thursday morning and Wednesday evenings back home. And hello, Brett Mayambuntag. ¿Cómo está? How are you? ¿Cómo está? Okay, Ra. All is good here. Glad you can make it. Adam, Britt, been watching you for a while now. Keep up the good work. I'm trying, my friend. I got some new things coming. I'm starting a new way of doing videos. So when you guys watch my videos here in the near future, let me know if you like the changes. So I've added a small tidbit of the video at the beginning, like say 5 to 15 seconds. And then I'm going to add in an intro and then go into the video. So let me know what you guys think. Everybody keeps telling me this is the new thing that I have to do. So I'm trying to learn as I go, guys. I'm trying my best. But thank you so much. Greetings from Mobile. Yes. I wasn't too far from there. Lived in Gulf Shores, Alabama. So again, you're from I guess you're living in Mobile. I live in Gulf Shores. So again, I know all about the Mobile area. Trina C. Britt looks good in black. Thank you so much. And it's my champion shirt, guys. Wear my champion shirt for you guys. Haha. Watching from the third world country called USA. Exactly right. That's the way I look at it. Then, hello, Clicks Karaoke. Yes. If you haven't seen his channel yet, he just started. He's only got one video up. If he's watching, you got to post another video out there, Clickus. Do 1 or 2 songs. 1 song per video. Let people see. Give them a chance to tune in. This thing is going haywire today. It's moving all over the place. I can't even keep up with it and go up to the top. Wow. Hold on, guys. We are the champions. Yes. Yes. Why can't I scroll up? I'm missing all my. Oh, there we go. There we go. So there we go. Getting it back on track here, guys. This thing was going haywire on me. But yes. Cleats Karaoke is in the house. Again, he's got 1 video posted, about 36 minutes. And what he needs to do is do about 1 song. One of my favorite songs that Cleat does, he does Yellow, and he does that song by Darius Rucker, the country song. I love that one. I forgot the name of it. I know you know the name of it, Cletus, but think about doing that song on there. And it was all yellow. Yes, I like that song too. He does a very good version of that song. From Ben, hello Trina C, Mayang Buntag. I'm sure she appreciates that. Mike, hello Britt. I am planning to be in Cebu end of September. Any idea how I settle? I am from New Mexico. I just started my new relocation program. So what I do with that is I know that you guys are over there in the States. Again, I remember how I was. Very anxious, lots of stress, scared out of my mind. So I decided to start a new relocation program. You can hit me up on my email or my messenger on that. Again, you can find my messenger at Britt, Britt. Last name is McAllister, Macalister. Hit me up with that. And what I do is I find you a condo before you get here. People don't know how much money you're actually saving by doing that. If you get a Airbnb or a hotel, you'll easily spend 1,200 plus for the month. Again, you can go lower end and come in around 700 to 900 US dollars. But if you get a condo to start out with, you're talking about $400 to $500. Huge savings. You'll save half your money. So again, part of my program is I'll find the condo for you. I'll go in, show you videos, and or do a live video chat with you, let you see the videos, show you where it's at. I'll negotiate price for you. I will also let you know on the outside of the building where you're at, and make sure you like the outside of the building and the location of the complex. And on top of that, I'll set you up with cell phone service once you get here. I'll take you to go to Smart and to Globe. I think it's best to have both services on your phone set up. So again, you'll get a Globe SIM card and get a plan for $12.99. So again, that's less than $24 for the month. And then you can get Smart, and Smart has a thing called Magic Data. It never expires. So you can actually keep that for all times. And again, I've had the same plan now. I think I paid 600 pesos for it about 6 months ago, and I still have half the data. So again, having both is very good, because if you want to travel like I do, if you're here in Cebu City, Globe works fantastic. It's the best service. But if you leave and go like to Leyte or to Bohol or down to Mindanao, Smart actually works better. So again, this gives you the choices and the opportunity to make sure you don't lose signal. And again, on top of that, help you out with your driver's license to get it converted over from U.S. or Canada over to a Philippines driver's license. Again, that's me taking you down there, that kind of thing. And also help you out with your bike registration if you want to get a bike. And if you want to get a bike, I'll help you, find the best place to find the bike. Car, same thing. Help you out with car registration. Again, I know these girls firsthand. I've already helped 9 guys get their registration. So again, I have a pretty good feel on how to rush the registration for that bike and get it in a very quick manner. I'll also take you around to all the restaurants, show you where to buy clothes, help you get your GCash set up, help you get a bank account. So again, a lot of different things go inside that program. So if you're interested in that, you let me know. Yes, Ben, back in black. Back in black. Hit the sound. Yes, back to where I started. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting to the end. There we go, guys. Trina C, Maya Bumtag Man, yes. Let's keep it going, guys. Dale, hello from Panama City, Florida. Yes, I moved here. My last stop was in Pensacola, Florida. So I know about the area. So again, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Ben, okay, Ross, you're doing well. It'd be a lot better over here, though. I promise you that. You already know that already, though. So again, I know you're looking forward to getting back over here. Once you get over here, you don't want to leave. So I understand how you feel. I'm trying to get my brother and dad over here so they'll understand how it feels to be somewhere where you just fall in love immediately and you never want to leave. They've never experienced that. They've been stuck in the same Albany, Georgia for so many years now. They just don't understand, the concept of getting outside the house and getting outside of the eighth worst place to live in the U.S. and finding a good place to call home. I want them here so bad. Tampa, Sarasota here, Brett. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Love all my champions. Cletus, hey Ben, I've made a couple videos but haven't posted. I'm not a natural like you, Brett. he's more than a natural than me. Believe me. You think I can talk? Wagon wheel. That's the one. I forgot how it goes. That's one of my favorite songs. Favorite songs that he does. I love that song. Hey, Sparky, what's the topic? Topic is moving to the Philippines, living your best life, being happy, stress-free, not worrying about money, and just living the best life you can possibly live. And that means getting out of the U.S. where you're stuck in a rut, where you can't afford to live, and you're getting somewhere you can actually afford to live and not even having to keep up with a checkbook. Never have to worry about money, no stresses when it comes to money. That's what the topic is today. Living here in the Philippines or living somewhere here in Southeast Asia and living the good life. Ray Haven, can you do a video about pharmacy stuff, like what they sell over the counter versus what you can buy in the U.S.? From what I understand, guys, again, I have a few scripts, and there's actually one that I thought would be difficult to have. Back in the day, I was diagnosed with high eye pressure, and they actually thought at first it was glaucoma, but then they called it hyper something another. So I have high eye pressure. I had 32 pressure in this eye, and I had 31 pressure in this eye. The regular pressure is supposed to be around between, say, 10 and 16, and I was coming in at 32 and 31. So I started drops years and years and years ago back in the U.S., and I thought there was no way I would find those drops over here. Found the drops. You need medicine for high blood pressure. They got the medicine. You need you need any type of medication. They have all your medications here, guys. They even have those injections you can take over here, like to keep your I forgot what it's called. You can lose weight and it helps with like diabetes or something. They have that medicine here too, guys, and a lot cheaper. Any medicine you can think of, they have here. But I can walk you guys through the pharmacy, and I can ask maybe ask the pharmacist about general medicines they actually carry there. So if you have some medicines in mind, I won't remember the medicines, but if you give me what they're for, I can actually go in the pharmacy and find that information out for you. Not a problem. Please carry a wagon wheel. I did it on a video. I haven't posted, but had a few beverages and sang the second verse a couple times instead of the first chorus verse. Get off them beverages when you're singing. Want my videos to be good, but I keep messing up a song or two. You don't have to be perfect, Cletus. Just post. Just post. Hopefully, not too much longer until I'm back in the Philippines. Again, guys, here's a gentleman right here, a good guy, Ben, who's already been to the Philippines. And he's in the U.S. right now, and he cannot wait to get back in the Philippines. The Philippines is contagious. And I know that people have never been here, never traveled that much, don't understand. When you have someone in the U.S. that's actually been here already, and he's not the only one. I have a friend, Kevin's the same exact way. He's a police officer back in the States. He's 35. He's been here 6 or 7 times in 1 year. This place is contagious. It's a fantastic place to call home. Yes, yes. I got to tell you guys about this. So anyway, Michael, again, he's your health insurance expert over here. He's got a meeting coming up. Let me do some switching around here. I got people send me messages. I got to get past those. All right. So we have a group meetup with Michael in Manila on Monday, August 18th. Let me give you some particulars here. So if you're in that area, Manila meet and greet on Monday, August 18th at the City Garden Grand Hotel in Makati at 4 p.m. on the rooftop. So again, if you're looking for that insurance and you need to have health coverage when you're over here, again, I say you need to do it. I think you need to have health insurance. I just got my plan through Michael. So again, I trust him. I think you should trust him. He's a great guy. He has excellent reviews. He takes care of his people. So again, Manila meetup, Manila meet and greet on Monday, August 18th at City Garden Grand Hotel in Makati at 4 p.m. on the rooftop. So I can hear adult beverages in this one. The fun's right here in the Philippines. I can tell you where the fun's at. The fun's right here in the Philippines. All right, from Jeremy. What about wellness clinics over there? Like testosterone therapy. They have all that stuff here, guys. They have the cold therapy. You can get into like one of those machines and you can do cold therapy. They have it all over here, guys. You don't have to worry. Whatever you can find in the US, you're going to find right here in the Philippines, right here in Cebu City. And again, I know from other people, Manila may have a lot more. Again, Manila is like a miniature New York City, and they have everything. They have more restaurants. They have more of this and that. I just happened to pick Cebu City, and I have not left. I love it here. But again, you won't have any problems finding whatever you're looking for right here in the Philippines. And please like and subscribe, everyone. Yes, if you have not liked, again, I always forget to say that. And again, I appreciate you bringing it up, Ben. Everybody's telling me that the likes and things like that and the comments actually help with algorithms. So if you guys are out there and you like my content, give me that thumbs up. Let me know I'm doing a good job, and I will try to get better. Scott Wells, have you been to Vietnam? I have not. For the guys that are single out there, I've heard that Vietnam has beautiful women. The only problem is they are really high on long term. You're not going to have dates and dates and dates. Whereas here in the Philippines, you can actually date and find that special someone. I'm hearing that in Vietnam, that it's a lot different. Very high on morals, which you guys should be warning anyway. But it's a lot harder for a foreigner to actually get a date in Vietnam. I've heard it's less expensive, and I've heard it's fantastic. Now, again, I am planning on going over there. I am going to do a trip to Thailand. Not sure for how many weeks yet. Could even be as much as a month. And then straight from Thailand, I'm going to Vietnam and staying there for about 3 weeks. So again, that trip's coming up. Have not been there. Again, just for you guys that are out there and you don't know about it so far, I moved here to the Philippines sight unseen. Never been to Southeast Asia, never been to Asia, never been to the Philippines, never been to any other country here in this area. And I moved here sight unseen, and by far the best decision I ever made in my entire life. If you were there for 3 or 4 months, should you buy a scooter and sell later or just rent? You can rent it. You can keep it here. It's not a problem. I mean, 3 or 4 months. If you're coming there for 3 or 4 months, you're going to find a place to store it though. So again, in 3 or 4 months, you can meet someone though that has a condo and you keep it there. But again, if they move, it can be a lot of particulars there. So you have to actually have to find a spot. So what most guys do here is you can go to a place like 38 Park, and you can meet someone at 38 Park that actually has a parking spot, and maybe they only have one bike. And again, you can find this everywhere here in Cebu City. no matter where you're looking at. But I know 38 Park for an example. You can find someone who actually has a spot, and then they have a motorbike. They will rent you half of their spot, and you can actually keep your bike there for a minimal price. So again, I think it could be anywhere between 1,000 and 3,000 pesos, depending on how many bikes they have in that spot. So good morning, Britt. Thank you. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta get the fan going. It's getting hot up in here. It's getting hot in here. You don't want me to take off all my clothes. All right, get the fan going. So greetings from Makati. By Saturday, flying out to Cebu. Yes, I'll be here. All right, guys. Keep up the comments. But again, we got some good things coming up. I got some good videos coming out. I did an interview with California Expat. He did an interview with me. I got to really get in a in-depth discussion regarding BGC compared to Cebu City. So that video is coming out, and I'm excited about that. We talked about his 5 years. Again, California Expat lived here in Cebu City for 5 years, guys. So it can't be that bad. Now, he's only been in BGC now for a little over a month, and he just left, and he came down here for a visit, and he went back. But again, it's hard to do a fair comparison only after a month. But he gives his comparisons as far as, just life in general, restaurants, things to do, and things like that. So that video is coming out soon. But again, yes. So since I don't have any comments, I do have the new relocation program. You guys can check into that. You can email me, or you can actually send me over a messenger text on Messenger. I also have my membership. And let's see what else got going on. I'm looking at going over to Tamboli for a month. I'm waiting on a few things to take place first, but once those things take place, I'm going to go there and I'm going to rent a place in Tamboli for a month. I'm going to see how that commute affects me. I mean, I'm such in love with Tamboli, guys. I love it there, and I love the location. So I do want to stay there for a month. And what I'm trying to see on that month stay is how bad the 40-minute ride is going to affect me. Will I really mind that much? So again, all that's to come up. Brett, have you seen any condo complexes by SMDC in Cebu? The Airbnb here in Makati is a development by. I don't know the names of developments. I am so sorry about that. Again, I don't know the names. I see so many condos on a regular basis. But I don't really know much more than that. Again, I don't know the names of every single one because I've seen lots. So again, I can't tell you for sure. Jeremy, can you talk about the differences between living on Mocktown Island versus living in the IT park? I cannot. I can tell you that Mocktown Island, that's where Tamboli is at. That's the resort I like. I am going to try it for a month, but I can't tell you the verses now because I haven't lived there yet. But what I can tell you is their pool is the best pool I've ever seen my entire life. They have activities every single weekend just for residences. And you can rent there and also take advantage of that as long as you're there for more than 2 months. They do offer month to month. The studio comes in at I think 35K, and the 1-bedroom comes in at 45K. So I'm going to rent a 1-bedroom there for a month, try it out, and see how I like that commute. But as far as what they offer over in Mocktown, Newtown, the Tamboli's, their pool is fantastic. I love their pool. They have a private beach. So again, you can go snorkeling right off the beach, right there where you live. They have pools galore. They have a great gym. Again, I don't use a gym. I'm just fit by myself. I don't need no gym to keep me fit. But I am going to try, guys. I'm going to try to start doing the gym and losing a little bit extra pounds for you guys. But it's a perfect location. Only thing is, again, the only thing that's ever held me back on getting a 1-year lease there to try it out is the commute. So I'm gonna go try it for 1 month, and I will let you know about that. There will be a video on that as well. Man, how many scooters can you fit in one parking space? 3 to 4. The kind of complex crack down if too many in the spot. The owner owns it, so there's not much that can be done. As long as you're within the lines, I think you'd be okay. I would say you could fit at least 3, maybe 4. I think you're right. Three scooters. Now, if you put them sideways, the only problem if you put them sideways is the top boxes. They come out past the bike, and you could be in the other person's space, so you can't do that. But again, I'll go by there and do some videos at different locations when I'm there, and I'll show you how many bikes are parked in the different spots. But again, you can rent a spot from someone else that already owns a spot. Not a problem here. Do you know anyone making money with Airbnb? Um, I don't know them, and I don't know them by meeting them in person. I know of people that do Airbnb. I've actually met a nice couple out of the U.S. and they actually own a place in Tomboli. And I met them after I did my video of Tomboli. They wanted to meet me and see me in person. So I had a chance to do that, and fantastic. Now again, they do Airbnb there, and you can see the pricing. I don't remember what the pricing was, but again, they're happy with it. Not everybody hears about money. That's what you guys got to understand. It's not all about money. It's about happiness. So again, people aren't looking at certain places about money. I did one recently over at City Cloud. That video is coming out, and their Airbnb price is 1,500 pesos per night for Airbnb. So you can do 1,500 and you can times it by 30. That was that 45,000 pesos. That gives you what you'd be making off of renting. Now, if you want to rent it, do the same thing. You can say, hey, I just want to get 30,000 or 40,000 pesos. But again, that video is coming out here in the near future. So the answer, Britt, is the Tuesday morning Cebu expat meetup still held at the same location? Yes, it's the meeting still held at the same location for now. It could be changing because we're getting too big for the actual location. So again, that's to come. Britt, is a Tuesday morning? Yes. So you got that one. It's 35,000 all in. I don't know which location you're talking about. I've talked to so many places already. Tom Bully, no. If you're talking about Tom Bully, you have 35,000 for the studio. You got to pay for your own electric. That run you about a little bit less than $100 per month. They do have free parking. I would prefer to get my own parking spot because it's covered, and I do have a car and a bike. But again, you can buy a bike cover, not a problem. That me having a car kind of eliminates me wanting to get the free parking, but because I don't like to have my car outside just in the sun all day baking. But again, 30, then I think the Wi-Fi is free and the water's for free. But again, you start to pay electricity and things like that. I don't know if you had been around the north side of Mocktown Cebu Airport during rush hour, but it can be terrible, especially if construction. I've traveled from Mocktown to town to airport. It took me 25 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it can be a quick ride. It can be a long ride. I've heard the worst time to travel in that area would be during when school's going into session and when school's letting out. That's from what I understand. But again, the construction guys, they have not only do they have Mega World being built out there, which is going to be a huge mall, they also are working on the roads as we speak. So give it a little bit of time, that's going to be better. Good day to you, Brett. Good day to you as well. Appreciate you tuning in. Now, guys, I'm only 30 minutes into this live, and I normally have an entire list of comments. I have no comments out there right now. Come on, guys. Ask me some questions. Comment. Give me some concerns. Talk about your move over here. Tell me what you're concerned about. I'm here to tell you about all your concerns. That's actually the reason I started my relocation program. You guys got to understand that most guys that talk about coming over here, only 10% actually make it. And the reason for my relocation program is to make sure you guys are understanding that I'm taking away all the stress, all the anxiety, and all that bad feeling on the inside that you guys may have over there, and take away all that from you so you can make that move. Because really what happens is over in the States, here's what happens. Yeah, I'm going to make the move next year. No. I need one more year at work. I'm just not quite there yet. That's that stress and anxiety talking. That's that 30-hour flight talking. I'm here to help you guys. That's the reason I'm actually doing the relocation program. What's the name of the place for the Tuesday meetup and the location? It is Abaca, ABACA. Again, ABACA. It's a restaurant. It is at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. on every Tuesday. It is at IT Park Mall. Again, that's Ayala Central Block. BLOC, not BLOCK. It's BLOC. So again, Ayala Central Block. It's right beside Starbucks, where I always go. It's right beside Starbucks, and it's attached. It's actually in the courtyard, the atrium of the mall. So again, I've had a lot of guys show up at the wrong location. This is not Center Mall. This is not the big one over in Business Park. This is an IT park. So if you get in a taxi, tell them you want to go to Ayala Central Block Mall in IT Park. I missed a few comments. I'm gonna hit this one real quick so I can go back up. Have you been to Dumaguete? I've been to Dumaguete 3 times. Like the area. It's not necessarily for me. It's a great place for if you're looking for that quiet life and maybe a little bit more of that house life, not condo life. I think there's less things to do there. Now, again, Dumaguete has Sycamore. It does have trips that are very close by. So if you can make those trips and you have the budget for it, yes, Dumaguete can be a good place. I love the boardwalk in Dumaguete because I love karaoke. So I'll go out there and I'll karaoke with all the guys out there doing karaoke on the boardwalk. I love that. I just particularly think that Dumaguete is a little too quiet for me. I like a little bit more to do. That's just my particular taste. It's not everybody's taste. If you're looking for that porch tour, Dumaguete would be a good place for my dad. I mean, that's a good place for the porch tour. Sitting on your porch all day, talking to your dog, you know, riding around, around the neighborhood where you live. That's a good thing there. Here's my comment. What's the comment? Just laugh? I'm confused on that one. Glam style. Britt, have you visited Mobile? Yes, I visited every place here in Cebu, guys. So if you guys ask me about visiting anywhere in Cebu, I've been there. I have traveled all the way to the northern tip of Cebu, all the way to Bogo City. I've stayed there for weekends and things like that. I have traveled to Camotes Island, Bantayan Island. I have traveled all the way south of Cebu and all the places in between. I've also traveled over to the west coast, which is Toledo. So I've traveled from side to side, from north to south. I've traveled all this. I've been to Oslab. I've been to Mwalwal. I've been to Mwalwal actually several times now. One of my favorite spots is a getaway from Cebu City, just to take in some island life. Again, get me to that snorkeling and the excursions and things like that. There's so much to do there. Yes, great place. What kind of flight should we book? I didn't look at all that, guys. Like maybe you guys are doing that. I didn't look into researching flights. I picked the cheapest one. The cheapest one. I was sitting up, but I slept the entire way. Not sure if you guys have watched before, but again, I slept. The longest part that I dreaded on my flight was the 15 and a half hour flight from Chicago to wherever we landed before we came to Cebu City. And I was so excited about my move over here, I didn't get good sleep for about 2 or 3 days. So when I got on the plane for that long flight from Chicago, 15 and a half hours, I got on there, I watched a little bit of a movie. They served dinner. I ate my dinner, went to sleep, and I woke up and I had just enough time to watch a 2 hour movie before we landed. Again, simple stuff, guys. Save you money. Get the cheapest one you can. If you can't afford first class, get first class so you can have that bed. I didn't need it. I slept pretty good. I can tell you for flights, though, do not, a warning from me, do not fly into Chicago. Do not fly into Chicago. Make sure you understand this when you're looking at flights. No matter where you're leaving from, do not fly into Chicago. The reason why, they have a domestic airport and they have an international airport. That taxi ride, and I get off the plane in Chicago. I'm looking for my airplane. I have about an hour and a half layover. Did not realize until someone told me, "Oh, they don't have your flight's not here. You're leaving to go to the Philippines." That's at the international airport. So they land you in the domestic flight airport, and that other airport is about a 30 to 45-minute ride away by taxi. That cost you more and more money, and you were nervous and scared that you weren't going to I wasn't going to make my flight. That's how you guys would be too. So stay away from Chicago for your layovers. Yeah, just a heads up about the North Side Airport Road. Hopefully it will be improved. They're working on that area all the time. Working on time all the time. Cleese Cherokee, Tom Bully looked like a resort style living, which I would prefer, but what would be the cons? Is there good restaurants and bars close? Is there any DoorDash there so you can get some stuff from the city? They don't have no DoorDash over here. They had Food Panda, and yeah, you can order from Food Panda. But the good thing about Tom Bully is they have 3 restaurants on the location. You don't have to leave. Everything's right there. You can have your groceries brought to you. Again, they deliver groceries here for you. So you can, anywhere you want to go, you can get delivered groceries. You have Food Panda. They have Move It. They have all these different apps to help you. Grab is one of the big ones over here. You can use Grab to get food. So again, no problem getting food anywhere you go. They bring your groceries to you, and they have 3 restaurants on location. So again, no problem there. And I love Tom Bully. I'm going to be trying that out in the near future. Working on one little detail. Once that detail is taken care of, I'm going over to Tom Bully. Thanks for the meetup information. No problem, Ben. I appreciate you, my friend. All right, click that's my Move It service. From what I understood, I talked to someone the other day, and they paid like 3,000 pesos for their entire move from one location to another location. All right, so 3,000 pesos. Let me get you some math done here. We can compare moving here in the Philippines and compare that to moving in the U.S. So he paid 3,000 pesos divided by 58. $51 to move all of his stuff to another location. So $50 a day's budget. But the good thing is I actually have a car and I can fit everything that I actually own here into that car. So I won't have any problems with that. I'm just teasing you, man. I didn't even know what it meant. LOL. I appreciate your comment though. Thanks for tuning in. Greetings from Alabama, Brett. Talking to your dog. Crack me up. Now I'm a dog fan. I'm all about them Georgia Bulldogs. Now, I did live in Alabama, though. Before I moved here, my last spot was actually Pensacola. I was so unhappy living in Gulf Shores, and I had a bad situation going on with a ex-girlfriend, and had to move on from that, moved to Pensacola, Still dealing a little bit with that past relationship because I just had a hard time letting go. But so happy that I found the Philippines. But I can tell you this: working in Alabama was great. Again, for the roofing industry, there's great money there for the roofing industry. If I were a married man, it'd probably been okay. The problem I was having though is not really about. Everybody keeps on saying the main reason to come here to the Philippines is for the women, for the Filipino, or for a relationship. That's only a part of it, guys. The problem I had in Florida and in Alabama was just meeting friends. It's kind of strange. I'm a very outgoing guy, and I never met a single friend. I met acquaintances, guys I could say hello to. How was your week? But I want those friends you can call up and say, let's play some cards tonight. Let's go out and eat dinner tonight. So my dad's always talking about that and asking me what's different. When I got here, I have six, count them, guys, six great friends over here. And I got more friends than that. But I met six great friends the very first week I was here in the Philippines, and they're still all my best friends today. That's the difference. You have a huge bond because you have one big thing in common. You've moved from the U.S. over to the Philippines. So that gives you an initial bond when it comes time to friendship. And again, we go out and eat all the time together. We travel together. That's the biggest thing here in the Philippines, guys, is you can find those friendships you can't find back in the West. Again, my dad's on the porch tour. He may see one friend a month. That's not my way of living. I like to have my friends in my life. I like going out to eat with them every single day. I like seeing them every day. That's my lifestyle. Again, he's happily married, doing the porch tour. He loves his life. Doesn't care about the friends out there. No big deal. But for how I like to do things, even if I have a girlfriend or a wife, I'm still going to want my friendships. I need that bond. Your dad might be getting into fights at Ground Zero in Dumaguete. Ground Zero is the place for seniors to fight. Yeah, I've heard there's a lot of. I think they call it Dramageddon. I'm not part of that. So again, I don't know much about Dumaguete, guys. I have a cousin who built a house right outside of Dumaguete. He's been married to his Filipino now for 32 years, and he has built a house down there within the last year, and I will be going to visit him when he comes back in town. I think he's come back in town around October. So he's actually in the States now. He stays here about 7 months out of the year and stays in America for about 5 months out of the year. Now, he's got a daughter and things like that he has to be to. But I think they had a choice. He told me they were to be here in the Philippines. But again, they got family back home. So they want to see their family. How much luggage did you bring with you to the Philippines? I probably bought one suitcase too much. So I brought one of the big suitcases. I think it was like $50. And then I had a small suitcase. And then I had a backpack with my laptop and cameras and things like that in it. So again, I had two suitcases and a backpack. Are you getting rid of your Marco Polo unit to go to Tamboli? No, I'm going to keep my place here. Again, that's what's so great about living here in the Philippines. Never have to worry about budget. I'm going to keep my place here and keep it rented for me. And then I'm going to go try Tamboli. If I like Tamboli, then I may end up giving up my place here and start living in Tamboli. That's what I'm looking at now. But again, anywhere you're staying here, guys, is really just like a home base. I am planning on a lot more traveling here in the near future. I've got a little detail in my life I'm taking care of. And once the detail is taken care of, I'm going to be traveling a lot more. So you can look forward to seeing a lot of travel videos. That's coming up soon, guys. How's it going? Yo, yo, yo. How's it going, my friend? Man, if you're going to Cebu City, I suggest booking an itinerary that does not go through Manila. I didn't go through Manila. I forgot how it worked, guys. So anyway, for me, I started in Albany, Georgia. I tried to get my brother to take me to the airport, but he was so busy with work, he couldn't do it. That work was more important than his own brother, his own flesh and blood. So I ended up taking a flight from Albany, Georgia to Atlanta, where I had to wait 9 hours on a layover. 9 hours of sitting in an airport in Atlanta. And then my flight takes off from Atlanta and it takes me to Chicago, which I suggest do not do that. And I went from Chicago to somewhere like in Japan or Korea or something. Again, I don't remember. A long time ago, guys. I don't remember that. It's been 2 years ago almost. Chicago to like somewhere in Japan or in Korea, and then had like an hour and a half flight to get to Cebu City. So again, I probably agree with him. Try to skip the Manila stop, unless that's where you want to visit for a little while. William Saul Britt, as a reminder for any serious would-be expats moving to the Philippines, keep in mind that the new and much higher SRV visa deposits fees kicking off September 1st. Yes, so they're raising their deposit amounts. Yes, this is money that you have to put in the account. So for me, not being a former military, not being a former vet, I have to put 20,000 in now. Starting September 1st, I got to put 30,000 US dollars into an account here. If you own a condo or if you have a house, that money you have in that condo or house goes towards that, though. There's ways around that. Flying into O'Hare and not Midway. If you're talking about Chicago, I didn't have a choice. There's domestics. If you're flying from Atlanta, Georgia to Chicago, you can't fly from Atlanta into the international airport. They didn't allow that. They didn't give me a choice. I didn't even know that at first, but found out later. You can't fly. That's the reason it's called a domestic airport. You're flying domestic to domestic. How did you feel when you opened your eyes up the first morning you woke up in the Philippines and realized you were really there and walked outside? I will be there in May. I loved it. I mean, I fell in love the first 2 weeks, guys. I knew I would be calling this home. Went out and bought me a bike. No hesitation whatsoever. I knew I was going to love this place. I fell in love the first 2 weeks. So again, I loved it from day one. I still love it to this day. I call this home. It's a great place to call home. All that stress that I had in America about paying this bill, paying that bill, no stress whatsoever. I'm just living life, and it's not all about money anymore. Not all about work. Not all about working for the man. It's about living for me, having Brit's life, not having a work life. So again, I truly love it here. From R. Bryce, I like flying from JFK in New York City, then a layover in Hamburg, Germany to stretch your legs for 2 hours. It then goes to Singapore, which is a fantastic airport with lots of food. Sounds good. Again, everybody has their own thing, own way of flying. I've only made that one flight. Again, guys, I had never been here before, so I only made one flight. I'm trying to give you the warn you not to go in Chicago. That's all I know from that. I don't know any other ways to fly here. I know one way, and that wasn't a good way, doing the one through Chicago. Cleats Cherokee, I forgot. I'll have an assistant I can send to get anything I need. Yeah, see? 300 to 400 US dollars a month. Have a person do whatever you need them to do. Have that assistant that can help you out. Yes. Big E. Alabama's an incredibly tough place to make friends if you aren't from here. Honestly, most of us are either occupied by our family or job. That's what I mean. I mean, being occupied by your family is a good thing. Again, I'm not going to say anything bad about that, but being occupied by a job is a bad thing to me. I have learned my lesson. If I could have done this, I would have retired 3 years earlier. I had the funds to do it too. I wish I would have known about the Philippines and known about ETFs and things like that. But again, I would have made the decision a long time ago. But by far the best decision I ever made. I love it here. It's incredible, an incredible journey, and I love every minute of it. Man, Britt, Did you hear about all the snow Pensacola got this past winter? Didn't hear anything about it. So you're talking about Pensacola had snow. Well, things are changing. Here's some good things for you guys from Bryce. Ben, Singapore Airlines flies direct to Cebu. There you guys go. You get all kinds of good information here. Ross, Scooby Dooby Dooby Doo. Where are you? Big E, you're talking truth. Alabama is a tough place to meet real friends when you are not from there. It's a beautiful state and it's very nice. Yes. Simple people. I don't think it really matters, guys. I think America's changed with that. It ain't like how it used to be. It's not like it used to be like when you grew up as a kid and you were in like middle school and things like that, where you go out there in your neighborhood and you have your friends that you ride your bikes with. Things have changed. I mean, it was. I mean, I tried. I tried pickleball. I tried church. I tried bars. Every way possible to meet friends. And I'm a talkative guy. You can't meet friends in America. And I hate to say that about my own country. You can't meet friends there anymore. People aren't interested. I'm not sure what they're interested in. But my dad will say, "Oh, you're only interested in the women." Then why do I have so many friends here in the Philippines I see every day? I mean, it's not all about women. Even if I had a woman back in the States, I'm still going to want my friends. And I didn't have that. So again, it was very, very tough. And I'm glad you guys are understanding that. You guys were actually over there seeing what I went through, and you're going through the exact same thing. My dad thinks that life's so easy. He don't have those friendships. He's got a wife that sits at home all day with. I mean, that's it. That's their life, is sitting at home and riding a golf cart with a dog. He doesn't care about those friendships. In my life, at my age, I care about those relationships. I care about those friendships. I love having them. I totally respect Mark and George and B-Rad and Paul and Kevin. I mean, Mike, Michael. I mean, I've got Hans. I mean, I can go on and on. Julio. I mean, there's so many guys. And if I leave you out, I'm sorry. Carl, Ron. I mean, there's so many great guys over here that I call friends, and I didn't have that in the U.S. If I want to go out and eat today, and I didn't want to eat alone, I got someone to call. I didn't have that back in the States. So again, it's a huge difference over here, guys. If you're looking for a good change, you'll find good change here. Ben, thank you, R. Bryce. I haven't flown with them yet. I've been using Korean Air, who flies directly from Seoul to Cebu. Korean Air has been good to me. Good to hear that. Again, I'll be doing a flight one of these days. I don't know when, but one of these days I will. I'll be doing a flight. Ben, Britt heard Midway and thought it was midway to the Philippines. Midway. Okay. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Yes, if you haven't hit that thumbs up, give me a thumbs up. Let me know I'm doing a good job. I'd appreciate it, guys. I'm trying my very, very best. I'm trying to get better. I can't wait for you guys. Now, again, it won't be the new videos coming out, but I did give you guys the new intro. I got some new stuff, the way I'm going to do my videos, the way I'm maneuvering things, and my new intros are coming out. And again, I hope you guys appreciate the new intros. I worked so hard on them. I stayed up one night until 3 a.m. just to find out when I uploaded it onto YouTube. YouTube did a copyright because of the music on the intro. So I wasted like 7 hours playing around with intros and couldn't use it most. Well, I can use a few of them. I couldn't use the ones I really like, though. David Forrest, United Airlines has flights from Houston to Cebu, one drop and change planes in Tokyo. I believe you can get from any of the United hubs, but stay away from LAX and Chicago. Yes, exactly right, guys. The switch at Narita is easy. So much. See, I love having you guys here watching watching these live streams. You can converse together, talk about your information. You can you can give options. You can tell your stories. You can go on and on to help other people, like I'm trying to help people. I love it, guys. Keep it coming. Have a nice day, Britt. I am running to my SRRB application appointments. God bless. Thank you, my friend. Again, his video is coming out here in the near future as well. So again, great guys over here. So many great people I've met to call friend, and I love it. But again, he just moved here. He has not been here very long, I think right at a week, and he's loving life here. That's Philly Am style. So again, he's loving life here, and things are going very well. Got a great place to live, a great place to call home. He's completely happy. Any Texas Hold'em going down at the card games. I almost feel bad taking all those places. They have casinos here. You won't have no problem finding card games. They have casinos here. They have Waterfront and they have New Star. And I'm not talking about big casinos, not small time. This is Vegas style. Hey, how's it going, my friend? Behind Blue Eyes. Does from Dennis Brewster, does Mucktown have Aircon City bus into Cebu City? If so, how often and the cost? Very inexpensive, guys, here. So you don't have to worry about bus cost. I have a car and I have a motorbike. I don't know about those costs, but I can tell you the buses are, you can find the buses that are air conditioned. So you'll have no problem there. And again, talking about very inexpensive, I think like 40 pesos. Very inexpensive. Not even $1 to get from all the way there to here. Late to the show. Good morning, Brent. Vinmon, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for tuning in. Having another good day here on the live. I'm loving it. So let's get some shout outs real quick. I want to give a shout out to California Expat for putting together an event here in Cebu City. I want to thank him for coming on my channel and doing an interview. And I appreciate him having me on his channel doing an interview. I want to thank Michael for being on the channel. Michael Onstadt for health insurance, guys. By far the best person you're going to meet as far as a good guy, but also the best person you're going to meet to help out with your healthcare insurance issues. He's got you covered, guys. He has me covered. I know a lot of guys he's got covered. So again, great guy to meet once you're here in the Philippines. Get that health coverage. So again, there's another shout out. A shout out to my brother who has not been here yet. I cannot wait for you to come visit so you can actually see what you're missing out on. Actually missing out on life. So again, that's to you, Cletus. See, more shout outs. A shout out to Cebu City for giving me the lifestyle and the life that I desired and offering me that opportunity to be here in Cebu City. So again, thank you, Cebu City, for that chance to be living in such a beautiful country and a beautiful city. This thing's messing up again. Let me go here. I'm going to scroll back up, guys. Sorry. I'll come back. Walt, what are your thoughts on airplane travel, especially with typhoons in the months of October and November, especially there's no problems here with typhoons, guys. I mean, I don't know. Everybody keeps talking about the weather. It's beautiful here. Same weather back home. I don't see all these problems. Now, I have seen some videos with some flooding up in Manila area, but I don't live in Manila, so I can't speak to that. I can speak to here in Cebu City. There is no issues with typhoons. There is no issue with flooding. Everything is A-OK. All is good here. Cebu expat. Britt, do you have fiber in your condo? I am now with mobile internet, and it sucks hard in Cebu. Yes, I have PLDT home Wi-Fi service, and in fact, I just upgraded yesterday. And the reason why it comes with, I went from $12.99 per month to $15.99 per month, and that doubled my speed. Here, I don't mind. I'll give you guys a little test right now. Let's test my speed on my Wi-Fi. Let's see. Where's that speed test? Let me see how this works. Speed. All right, speed test, guys. Here we go. I'm going to do a speed test. I just got the upgrade yesterday, and the reason why, it came with free Netflix. I was already paying for Netflix. I was like, well, here's a chance that I can actually upgrade my speed and get free Netflix. I can stop paying for Netflix, upgrade my speed, and get better service. So here we go, guys. I'm going to start the test, and I'll show you guys the test. Connecting. All right, here we go. It's moving. It's moving, guys. And again, you guys want to know more than me because I don't know anything about this kind of stuff. I've got some things going on here on the internet. I have download speed 182.83. So again, that is. I got a commercial. Sorry, guys. I got to get past the commercial. So I had 182.83 download speed Mbps, megabytes per second. For upload speed, I had 202.96 megabytes per second. Let's do this. Is actually not even a test. I mean, I thought I had another speed test. It's not the one I actually like. Let's see if I have another one. Speed test. Let me see here. I had another speed test I actually like using. I don't like that particular one. Um, that one's got all those pop-ups, and I don't like all the pop-ups. Do you guys know the best speed test out there? Here's I think this is the old one, maybe. I like that one. All right, I'm gonna download another speed test for you guys. Let you guys see how fast the internet is by trying a different one because I wasn't familiar with that one, and I had pop-ups like a bunch of pop-ups. I guess that's advertisements and scam and things like that. So I'm gonna try another one here. So give me 1 second. Another ad. I guess if they're free, they want to get you on the ads. How do I get past the ads? All right, let's see if I can get this again. I want to make sure you guys understand about how good the speed is here. All right, here's the newest one. This is the newest one. All right, so here's the newest speed test, guys. We're off and running. Right back to commercial again. All these things have commercials and ads in them. I hate it. How do you get past all the ads? I am so sorry, guys. I'm not a concierge when it comes to these online things. I don't like that thing. This is terrible. I'm gonna have to delete both of those. Back to this though, guys. I'll do a speed test for you. But I just upgraded though to let you guys know. Michael, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Self-insure for the small stuff, insure for the catastrophic. Yes, exactly right. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, Mike. Appreciate you tuning in, Michael. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Good guy. Hi, Britt, I have talked to you on Messenger regarding motorcycle. Asked if you had a trike Can-Am, would you consider buying another trike? I wouldn't probably consider that buying a trike here because it's too wide. You want to be able to zigzag through traffic. You don't want to be stuck on a trike where you're following traffic. You want to be able to get out there and get going. And that means zigzagging through traffic and getting where you're going in a fast way. A motorbike here gets you around quickly. That's what everybody loves about them. I believe there's an Aircon bus that goes from Mocktown to Cebu to SM City Mall, taxi from Mocktown Cebu, 450. So that sounds expensive to me for some reason. But Ben, you would know. I haven't done a lot of that. So again, thank you so much. Venmon, shout out to your masseuse. Yes, guys. One of my favorite massage parlors here had my favorite masseuse, Melissa, actually go out and work for a different company. So now she has an at-home service. So when you guys get here and you're looking for that fantastic masseuse, I'll have your connection. And if you need that connection, let me know. I'll give you her info. Thank you so much, Ben Mon. Appreciate you tuning in. Jeremy, I am a Medicare agent in the U.S. Are you doing any of that for the expats? There is none of that here. You can't have Medicare. Doesn't work. Um, in fact, the only VA they actually have is in Manila, and it's only for things that you suffered while you're in the service. It's not for anything new. So you have to get your own insurance here. But thank God, my insurance is only $1,000 for the year compared to me paying $1,657 per month back in the U.S. So again, my own country took advantage of me, whereas here in the Philippines, I have a good plan for a good price. I was recently recalled to the office 1.5 hours away from home. I can no longer participate in evening activities with friends because I'm commuting. I can't wait to live like Brett. You're exactly right. I mean, if your life consists of work, 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 I mean, they had a song about that. Work, 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 work. That's my brother's life, just working. There's a lot better life out there, guys. It took me a long time to realize it. I wish I would have realized it earlier. Believe me. Britt, I've always loved exploring new cities and towns around US. Always grew up riding motorbikes, and when I see videos of you and other um, YouTubers exploring the Philippines' natural beauty, get huge. Yes, a great place to ride, guys. A great place to ride. I love riding here. We go on trips just to ride. At least most of the time about once a week, just to ride. Smooth Expat. I did order PLDT a few days ago, but now no connection yet. It's coming. I'm not sure when you're gonna have your person set up, but yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, there he is, Michael. Great guy. All your insurance needs, guys. Do not forget. And also the meetup on the 18th, I think it's Monday the 18th in Makati. So if you didn't get that earlier, go back and watch the transcript. You can see that location. And Michael, if you have a thing you can pin up on the thing here, that'd be great. Show them exactly where that location is at if you're in the Manila Makati area. Trina C, I have a friend. She's from Surigao. She has the same insurance with Britt. Yes, great insurance company. And not only that, Michael takes care of you. He's got a staff that takes care of you when you're in need of actually needing your policy to be taken seriously. They take care of the hospital stuff for you. You don't have to. A a Can-Am trike would be nice to have, other than riding in city traffic. Hard to lane. Yeah. You can't. I mean, it would be nice to have here for the long rides because believe me, I had a Can-Am Spyder, guys. I had the whole thing. I had the surround sound system. I loved it. Fantastic ride. But again, I'm not sure if it's practical here. You probably get a lot of eyes, people watching you because you don't see them very often. That's about it. And it's good on gas mileage. I will give you that. If you, if you already own a condo in the Philippines before getting the SRV, can you then buy a parking spot after getting the S? Yes. If you already own a condo, you don't have to do anything else. Your condo speaks for that $30,000 deposit. I think you're getting me confused a little bit. If you own a condo, it doesn't mean it don't matter if you bought the condo before your SRV. Does not matter. Your condo, if you have $30,000 in equity in it, if you own it outright, like most of the guys here do, you have $100,000 condo. You don't have to have that deposit anymore. You can now take that money out and let your condo speak for that. Man, I had a little extra for the taxi. It's been almost 2 years since I was there. It was definitely below $5. Yeah, probably about right. I mean, I think for most taxi rides, you're looking at maybe $2 for most. I can go all the way from Marco Polo all the way down to the port for less than $4. That's a long ride. It's a 35-minute ride. Trina C, I think you're referring to my bus. Yes. There you go, guys. See, you get all this information. My bus, look it up. My bus, right here in Cebu City. Look it up, guys. You're getting all the information. Trina C, yes, tried the My Bus 2 from SMJ Mall to SM Seaside. The fare is 35 pesos. Less than less than $1, guys. Less than $1. Like like something like 70 cents. Yes. Yes, it's a big bus. You can dance in the middle if you want. There you go. My kind of bus right there, guys. All right, now we're an hour and 15 minutes. I'm losing comments here. Dancing on the bus. Count me in. Yes. Tennessee is a helpful woman. Yes, she is. She is fantastic. Thanks, Mr. Dave. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Oh, what a feeling when I'm dancing in the middle of the bus. Oh, what a feeling when I'm dancing in the bus. Yeah. Ah. All right, she has to go to work. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a day as well. We are at an hour and 15 minutes. Not having that many comments right now. So, miss you guys. Love you guys. You guys are the best. I love my champions. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, I love the Philippines.